Ramadan is a month of worship, fasting, Quran, and night prayers. But today, I want to speak about something rarely addressed, yet extremely important, and that is, your wife still needs you, even in Ramadan. Yes, emotionally, physically, and even intimately. After a long day of fasting and Taraweeh, we often come home tired. We might drop on the bed, scroll through our phones, or just crash. But let me remind you of something. Your wife also had a long day, maybe with the kids, housework, fasting or work. And when the night falls, she may long for closeness, not just emotionally, but physically. This is not shameful to talk about. In fact, Allah mentions this matter clearly in the Quran. It has been made permissible for you to be intimate with your wives during the nights preceding the fast. Your spouses are a clothing for you, as you are for them. Subhanallah, Allah used the word clothing, meaning comfort, warmth, closeness, and protection. Your wife isn't just there to cook, clean, or raise your children. She has desires, she has needs. She wants to feel loved, appreciated, and yes, wanted. Don't neglect her in the name of worship. The Prophet ﷺ, the most spiritual of men, never neglected his wives. He divided his time. He gave each wife her right. It was reported in Sahih al-Bukhari and Muslim that the Prophet ﷺ would be intimate with his wives at night during Ramadan, then perform ghusl and begin fasting as usual. He ﷺ didn't treat intimacy as something dirty or shameful. In fact, he said that in the intimacy of one of you with his spouse, there is a sadaqah, charity. It's worship if done with the right intention, to please your spouse, to strengthen your marriage, to guard from fitna. It's an act of ibadah. Some men stay out for hours at the masjid, then come home and ignore their wives. Taraweeh is important, no doubt, but your wife's rights are also important. Don't let your worship become a reason for her emotional starvation. Because while you're seeking closeness to Allah, she may be feeling distant from you. And remember, the Prophet ﷺ said, "The best of you are those who are best to their wives." That includes in the bedroom. That includes giving her attention, affection, and fulfilling her physical needs, not just your own. So, my dear brothers, after Taraweeh, after Quran, after Dua, give some time to your wife. Listen to her, embrace her, be tender. Intimacy is not just allowed in Ramadan, it's encouraged, as long as it's within the halal time. And there's no shame in making your wife feel desired and fulfilled. Because at the end of the day, if you turn away from her too often, Shaitan may come to her from somewhere else, and the same goes for you. So protect your marriage, strengthen your bond, worship Allah together, and also fulfill each other's rights with love, mercy, and closeness.